It's time for another Out and About with Jamie Grout podcast featuring what's going on in Grinnell. And boy, there's a lot of things going on in Grinnell, including the Jingle Bell Holiday. It's going to be huge, and it always is every year. And plus, they're going to have the Winter Farmers Market. And with that in mind, I'll be talking with Grinnell Chamber of Commerce Executive Director Racher Kinnick in just a couple of moments, so hang on for that. And I want to thank our sponsors, Grinnell State Bank, who were with us our very first year of podcasting, and they've signed up for another year. I want to thank the folks at Grinnell State Bank, a big part of the Jingle Bell Holiday. They'll be hosting Mr. and Mrs. Claus, Santa Claus and Mrs. Claus. So once again this year, it's become a tradition there at Grinnell State Bank. And they have great convenient locations all around, not only Grinnell, but around Iowa too, with locations in Johnston, Marengo, and Polk City. They have convenient online and mobile banking too. And if you're not a customer yet, you can get started opening your accounts in just 15 minutes. If you're not sure what you need, simply check out Simply Banking and open your accounts online or in person at any of their 4 locations at Grinnell State Bank. 100 years of great service at Grinnell State Bank. And also, B. Nicole Salon, stop in and say hi to Brandy and the gang. She posted a picture of she and her grandma at B. Nicole Salon, conveniently located next to the Jewel Box building there with the Chamber of Commerce. And she was happy that her grandma was finally able to come and see her at B. Nicole Salon. She was so happy that her grandma could come and see all the hard work that she's put into the salon. And that's a great picture of she and her grandma there at B. Nicole Salon. You want to stop in and say hi to her. Brandy is a great lady, and I worked with her first when she was doing hair in Newton, and now she has her own place in downtown Grinnell. Stop on by, and she also provides a prize for the trivia question we do every Sunday mornings here on the Out and About with Jamie Grout podcast. So stop by and say hi to Brandy at B. Nicole Salon. And I want to congratulate our new mayor, Sam Cox, who has a St. Russ Coffee House in Grinnell, and she's also providing a new prize that we have there too. They are providing a half dozen of those delicious monster cookies that they have at St. Russ Coffee House. It's a great place to go to get your mocha lattes or hot chocolate or whatever else you might need. And again, those monster cookies are delicious, and we'll be starting to give away prizes from St. Russ starting again this Sunday with our Out and About with Jamie Grout podcast trivia, so listen for that. Now on with the show as we talk about the Jingle Bell Holiday and also the Winter's Farmers Market going on in Grinnell with Racher Kinnick. It's time for an Out and About with Jamie Grout podcast featuring what's going on in Grinnell. And I'm at the Grinnell Chamber office. Man, I'll tell you, I'm with Racher Kinnick, Executive Director of the Grinnell Chamber, and I'm looking across at Central Park. And before we talk about the Jingle Bell Holiday, which is the main topic of conversation for this, what is going on at Central Park?
Yeah, there's a lot happening in Central Park. So if you recall, this is the new space that they're renovating for the Veterans Monument that will go in technically not until next year, but they are doing all of the pre-work for that particular monument now. So over the last month and a half or so, we've seen fencing go up, we've seen dirt being moved, lots of dirt being moved, I should note, and now they're in the process of setting the footings for what will become the Veterans Monument, which should be placed in the spring and early summer of 2026. So they're working on all of the groundwork and new paving and all of that kind of stuff. So it is a work in progress, and we will be dancing around it for Jingle Bell Holiday next week. So we're excited about that. Excited for progress and momentum on that project, certainly, and we'll just have to navigate around our fencing.
Okay, and that does lead us into Jingle Bell Holiday, which is a big event.
Yes.
And I'm excited to be talking about it, Rachel. Let's get into it.
Let's dive in.
When will it be held?
It's next Friday, November 21st. Believe it or not, we're already halfway through November here. We will be hosting Jingle Bell Holiday in downtown Grinnell. It's always a magical evening downtown, and so many people of all ages getting out to support community, get together with one another, and support our small businesses, which really is what it's all about, is supporting those small businesses. So
Yeah, small businesses really are the backbone of our country.
They are.
You know?
They are, and they need our support. It's been an interesting couple of years for them, and so we're doing everything we can. But Jingle Bell Holiday is one of our favorite ways to do that because it's just such a fun-filled community evening. And so we kick things off with business open houses from 5 to 8 p.m. I think we're up to almost 40 businesses and organizations that are participating in some way. So you cannot come downtown Grinnell and walk away bored or without hot chocolate.
Well, that sounds fantastic. Well, tell us about those businesses and how they'll be participating, Rachel.
Yeah, so like I said, hot chocolate galore. I think that's become the name of the game for Jingle Bell Holiday. So probably half of them will have some sort of hot chocolate giveaway, hot cocoa bar, hair tinsel at some of our salons, reindeer games, crafts, things for the kids, things for the adults, and things for the teens and young adults too. So B3 is even getting into it this year. B3 Technology will have VR headsets for people to trial, and so you can go and see what it's like to have a virtual reality world as well as some drinks and snacks too. So a few fan favorites, of course. We've got several new businesses participating, and we always want you to stop in and support them as well. But a few of the fan favorites are anywhere that Pals is a fan favorite.
Sure.
And so they will be having kittens at Hair of the Dog Salon. I know it's somewhat counterintuitive with the name, but they'll be at Hair of the Dog with their kittens, adoptable kittens, and then they also will be at Mahaska Communication Group, MCG, with some adoptable dogs and puppies. So those are a fan favorite. We also have the Grinnell Area Arts Council that will be participating with their local artist market. So they feature tons of local artists and the wares that they have handcrafted over the last several months. And that kicks off on Jingle Bell Holiday, but then it will run through right before Christmas. So lots of time. If you can't get in there that night, don't worry. There will still be plenty of great selection as that kind of moves along. Dairy Barn has closed for the season, but never fear, you can get your Dairy Barn fix in downtown during Jingle Bell Holiday. So they're going to be, because of the construction in Central Park, they're going to be in a slightly new location this year, but still close to Central Park. So you can come and check them out. I think they're having some pork sandwiches, mini donuts, and hot chocolate, of course, hot chocolate. We also have a fun event coming up. The Nutcracker, Ballet Des Moines is going to be hosting the Nutcracker here in Grinnell at the end of November. So November, I think it's the 28th and 29th.
Yes, and I'm wanting to do a podcast on that also.
Yeah,
too.
Absolutely. So that's exciting. So get your tickets, but you can also that evening have a chance to have a photo opportunity with one of Ballet Des Moines' ballet dancers. They will be alongside Grinnell School of Music in Grinnell College's Weingart Pavilion. That's a mouthful, but check it out downtown. Lots of fun. And of course, all of our businesses that have so many so much holiday gear, if you will, right? Those decorations that maybe you're getting ready to decorate your own house in the next couple weeks. Lorelei's and Beckman's and Channing's Customs, just so many really, really great things happening that night. So we encourage folks to come out and check it out.
All right, fantastic. Good entertainment too, and food. It's just wonderful. Now, as I recall, now in the past, didn't you have like carriage rides, that kind of thing?
Yeah. So, right. We just talked about the business open houses, right? So that's happening from 5 to 8, but there's other things happening as well. So including, if you join us right away at 5:15 in Central Park, we'll do the official Central Park lighting. And then all of the holiday lights will be lit right then and there, and then stay on through the end of the year, through December 31st.
Even though the construction's going on, you're still going to have the lighting.
Yes. We're going to avoid that area, but we will still have the Central Park lighting. So join us in the, northeast corner of Central Park at the stage. We'll have some fun performances from Michelle's Dance Academy and Steppin' Out Dance Studio, which are our two local dance troupes that will be joining us to really kick things off. DJ Cox Entertainment is providing our soundtrack again for the evening. So fun all night long for kids, especially the teenagers, to go in and just dance and have a a great time in Central Park while they enjoy the lights. So that happens right away at 5:15. And then at 5:30, we have our carriage rides that will again be taking place kind of around, starting at the corner near Central Park and then around downtown as well. And then, of course, Santa, the big guy himself, is going to be joining us at Grinnell State Bank beginning at 5:30. So
it seems like that's a tradition that's been going on in Grinnell State Bank.
It really is. They do an amazing job, and we're so happy they agree to host him this year again. And so we'll have Santa, and I believe I've heard through the grapevine that Mrs. Claus may be joining him this year as well. So lots of fun happening downtown Grinnell.
Shout out to Grinnell State Bank, the big sponsor of the Out and About with Jamie Grout podcast, featuring things going on in Grinnell. This is great. Takes a lot of work to do this, and I know you have sponsors for this, so let's give a shout out to them, Rachel.
We do. We have so many sponsors that help make all of this possible, from Kinnick to Fremont Farms of Iowa. Unity Point Grinnell is our carriage ride sponsor this year. And so many more that really just help make it all happen. Grinnell College, Edward Jones, Total Choice Shipping and Printing, Vanderlinden Construction, MCG, Windsor Manor, Poweshiek Insurance Agency. A huge shout out to all of our sponsors for their support to help make Jingle Bell Holiday the event that it is. And a huge shout out as well to all of the businesses that say yes when we come calling, that say yes, we will participate. Because without the 40 plus businesses that choose to open their doors and have fun activities and lots of hot chocolate, the event is fun, but it's just not quite the same. So we really are indebted to these businesses for their support and making sure that we have a fun-filled evening downtown.
Yes, and if it gets cold and you get thirsty, why, as you say, lots of hot chocolate.
You cannot miss the hot chocolate. If you've missed hot chocolate, we need to have a chat.
You could get in on that for sure.
Yeah.
Well, that's fantastic. Anything else you want to add about this?
The other thing I neglected to mention is our winter farmers market. So our farmers market season just wrapped up, a few weeks ago, but we do debut a winter market during Jingle Bell Holiday, as well as the day after. And so that event this year will be taking place at 914 Main Street. For those of you who are familiar, this is the place it was last year as well. So lots of great handmade vendor items that will be for sale that evening. I think we're at almost 20 vendors who will be participating. So during Jingle Bell Holiday from 5 to 8, and then again the next morning, November 22nd from 9:30 to noon. Those events are taking place. And then we're excited to be hosting a second weekend of the Winter Farmers Market that will actually take place post Small Business Saturday during the following weekend, December 5th and 6th. So more information to come on that, as well as the location and all of that. But we don't want to confuse folks. So for this weekend, show up at 914 Main. Head to the Winter Farmers Market and get lots of great, unique, handmade gift ideas that you can pick up.
All right, fantastic. Okay, and again, let's go over when people can get in on the Jingle Bell Holiday and the hours and all that good stuff with the hot chocolate and
absolutely.
fun times.
So we kick things off 5 p.m. on Friday, November 21st, downtown Grinnell. Most of our activities start in Central Park, but businesses have their open houses beginning at 5 until 8 p.m. Lots of fun and activities. And to find more information on all of the things we've just talked about and all the things we didn't get to cover, head to grinnellchamber.org, and there's a lovely Jingle Bell Holiday page that lists every business and how they plan to participate.
Well, and I know about the benefits of belonging to the Grinnell Chamber. I belong myself, and I'm glad I joined Big Ribbon Cutting over a year ago, and you guys are so accommodating. I've used your front office many times to record podcasts, and you've helped me with leads on different people to interview and different organizations to talk to, so I appreciate that. But maybe, in the time we have remaining, Rachel, you could talk about the benefits of joining the Grinnell Chamber.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we're always looking for more chamber members, and like you said, we're always helping however we can. So while we do have a laundry list of benefits that come along with your membership, I would say, we're always striving to make that a personalized experience to the extent that we can for each and every business. So whether that's building connections or helping assist with marketing and promotion to hosting community events just like Jingle Bell Holiday to really help help drive traffic to stores, and anything and everything between, from educational support to internship support, community betterment, community events, that type of stuff. So lots of ways that we can help, and would love to chat with you or your business as you're considering or would be interested in considering joining the chamber.
And you talk about educational support. Maybe you could talk about some of the educational support and some of the seminars and the get-togethers you've had in the past too.
Yeah, absolutely. We just hosted our Bite-Size Learning event, which is a professional development course intended to help small businesses further their marketing and development. And so we every year take course suggestions from our members and then try to achieve those the best that we can. So we've got already our 2026 calendar of events is completely lined up. So that's exciting. Now we're building out the actual presenters for all of those. So we've got our Bite-Size Learning course. We also do a Connecting for Women event, which is intended to help connect women in both personal and professional settings. So that's coming up. Lots of other things. Our big event coming up, I suppose, if you would, is in the spring will be our annual celebration, which we do every year to really highlight our business community and all the great work that they do. We talk a lot about, the work that we're doing internally at the chamber, but our job is also to promote all of our members. And so that's a really great way for us to be able to do that too.
And I got to give you guys props and kudos on your website, because a few times over the last year, I have done podcasts on just your events page because of all the stuff you have listed there. If you want to know what's going on in Grinnell, look no further than your website, right?
Absolutely. We have a very robust events calendar that is not just the events that the chamber produces, but any and all of our members as well. And so it really is remarkable, the amount of information that lives on that website, especially for the events coming up. And, we always hear in small communities, gosh, there's nothing to do here. Oh, it's so boring here. And I would argue that Grinnell, especially for its size, rivals bigger communities in the types and the variety of events that happen in our community. So if you're ever bored, head to our website and see what you can find, grinnellchamber.org. Right there on the homepage, there's a community calendar link, and that's got anything and everything you could imagine.
Now, I want to ask about the holiday lights that you have at Central Park. It seems like I did a podcast with the people organizing that last year. Are they still looking for volunteers, or are they well heeled in that department?
We're always looking for volunteers.
Okay.
We will never turn volunteers away. So, the decorations themselves are going up now as we speak. We've been fortunate this year to be able to, we kind of missed the cold snap. And so now the next few days look promising for our volunteer crew to get most of the things up. So, we may not need volunteers to help actually place the items right now, but we're always looking for volunteers to just help us keep an eye on things, to make sure, we put them up now and they're on through the end of the year. And so things happen. It's Iowa, and, winter and weather have a big factor. As do little creatures, right? And so we're always looking for volunteers to help us just kind of do walks through the park. How do things look? Are they looking their best? And so those are immediate volunteer needs, but we're always looking for more, and even thinking about what our succession plan for that particular event looks like. How do we cultivate new volunteers who can take leadership roles to really help make sure that it doesn't go away when our current group of volunteers is ready to hang up their hat.
And if they want to volunteer, how can they contact you?
Absolutely. Contact us. Call our office, 236-6555. Shoot me an email, Rachel@getintogrinnell.com. Stop in any way you can think to find us. Shoot us a message on Facebook or on Instagram. Any and everything. We will take you and would be happy to get you connected to the right folks.
Anything else you want to add, Rachel, before we
No,
wrap up
we
today?
I'm so appreciative of the opportunity, Jamie, to be on the podcast and to share more about some of the great things that are happening. Jingle Bell Holiday is undoubtedly one of my personal favorite evenings in Grinnell. We always hope that the weather cooperates, but even if it doesn't, it's just magic. It really is, to see everybody come together and to support our businesses. And so looking forward to it, and really hope that people will come out and join us to do just that.
Well, and I'm so appreciative of being involved with the Grinnell Area Chamber of Commerce and all the things you folks do. You've been very helpful to me in my podcast in the Grinnell area, as I mentioned on the outset of this podcast. So come on out for Jingle Bell Holiday and the Winter Farmers Market. It's going to be a good time, I guarantee. Our interview guest has been Rachel Kinnick, Executive Director of the Grinnell Chamber of Commerce on Out and About with Jamie Grout. Until next time, Grout is out. See ya.